Good evening. Good evening, all. It is Friday night, and after a little bit of a change last week, we're back with Fighting Fantasy Friday. And you know what? It warms an old geek's heart to see all this chat before I've even started. Good evening to everybody in chat. We've got L, Mage's Musings. If you've not seen Mage's Musings' first birthday cake, pop along to his channel and have a look at that. Have a look at his community post. Absolutely splendid cake. Big red D20, and it has rolled a 20, of course. So happy birthday on that channel. It's your birthday is very similar time to mine. Then we got Echo, Gene from Splat Records, Elf Bates lurking as well, Grumpy Old Slans around, and Halakar, Sausage Toes. Anybody else? Anybody I've not mentioned? Daniel Kearney's here. Hello. Hello, all. Yes, I know most of you are west of the Atlantic, but Gene has relocated from the west to the east. And he's now in the south of England, southwest of England. And you will have all heard of that Simon and Garfunkel album, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Well, Gene's currently living in Bridgewater, and a band that I listened to, Half Man, Half Biscuit, did an album called Trouble Over Bridgewater, which I thought was an absolute genius album title. So I'll drink to that. Cheers. No silly drinking tonight. No silly drinking. Nothing like last week. Yes. And apparently there were some after effects, weren't there, Mage? Some after effects to last week's drinking. No, there's no new ones behind me. I just thought I'd line them up nicely. I haven't bought any new Fighting Fantasy ones for a little while. Don't need to. We've only finished one of the books so far. We've still got about another 11 or 12 in the collection because there's all these ones back here as well that I haven't stacked up. So yeah, well, yes, lots of them to get right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, book Car Wars. It's a different Steve Jackson. The Steve Jackson who writes the Fighting Fantasy is from England. Steve Jackson who made Car Wars is from America. Same name, different person. But yes, my Car Wars box set is just by my fridge, which has my spare beer in it, which is just off camera there. Right, so we are playing City of Thieves. And we played this a few months back. Hello, Iman. Good to see you near the start of the stream. Often creep in towards the end when your girlfriend goes to sleep, I believe. Right. Playing City of Thieves, and this is our second attempt at City of Thieves. We failed on it first time. Hello, Kabuki Kid as well. So lots of people joining us. Now, this is the one where you took the mickey out of my pronunciation of Nicodemus. Now, I promise I will say Nicodemus when I'm reading things out. Nicodemus. But Americans, in return, you've got to promise to pronounce the words Satyr, Minotaur, and Centaur correctly. Can you do that? Anyway, I'll summarize the background of City of Thieves. It's a 5-page background that I've read through before. And basically, we're an adventurer. We are in a town called it's aluminium. The worldwide official word for that metal is aluminium, and the American scientists have accepted that because we've accepted your spelling of sulfur. Ours used to be sulphur. So in return, you've accepted aluminium. It's give and take. And you need me to pronounce Worcestershire. It's either Worcestershire or Worcestershire. So repeat after me, Worcestershire. Very simple. And just around the corner from me is Warwickshire, which is spelt Warwickshire, but it's Warwickshire. Say it in American. Aluminium. No, it's aluminum. Yeah, that sounds painful. That does sound painful. There used to be an advert around here where this American woman goes, "I got this Worcestershire sauce." it was funny for us, but it's Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Smithwick's. It's like Southwark in London is pronounced Southwark. Yeah. It's simple, really. It's a really, really simple language, this English, isn't it? But can any of you pronounce that? What, radiator? Like a New Yorker? No, I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue how a New Yorker would say radiator. But can any of you that place on the island of Anglesey in Wales? Can any of you the longest place name in the British Isles? Can any of you say that? Llanfair, Pwch, Gwngwch, Gogurch, Gwyndobuch, Llantysilio, Gogogoch. There you go. That's a bit of Welsh for you. Radiator. Yeah, Norfolk, Suffolk. So when you the word folk, a lot of Americans pronounce the L, folk, but it's folk, as in FOKE, but it's FOLK, folk. Anyway, shall we get on to it? Can I do a tough guy accent, London accent? No, I can't. I can't do a tough guy accent at all because I'm not a tough guy. Little 5'5" wimp. Right. Anyway, we are a mercenary and we're in the town of Silverton. And while we're in the town of Silverton, we hear a bell ring and everyone rushes indoors. You go into the tavern, because that's, of course, indoors. And a guy called Owen Caroliff, who is quite rich, he comes in. And he is the mayor of the town. And he says that some dark visitors wanted to take away his daughter Mirelle to stay with their master, Zanbar Bone, the Night Prince. He lives... Well, you've got to find him. You've got to find a way of beating him. And they sent some moon dogs to come into the town to rough them up, and they killed a load of people. And we've got to go to Port Blacksand to find Nicodemus, who will tell us what we need or help us to beat Zanbar Bone. That's what we're going to do. We've got to beat Zanbar Bone to stop him taking Mirelle from Owen Caroliff. And we're going to go over to Port Blacksand in order to do this. Vegetable. My name is Michael Caine. Zulus, thousands of them. Right. This is, if anyone wants to keep a map, you're more than welcome. But we begin arriving at Port Blacksand. So the walk to Port Blacksand takes you west some 50 miles across plains and over hills, fortunately without any harmful encounters. Eventually you reach the coast and see the high city walls surrounding Port Blacksand and the cluster of buildings projecting into the sea like an ugly black mark. Ships lie anchored in the harbour and smoke rises gently from chimneys. It looks peaceful enough, and it's only when the wind changes that you smell the decay and the breeze to remind you of the evil nature of this notorious place. Following the dusty road north along the coast to the city gates, you begin to notice fearful warnings. Skulls on wooden spikes, starving men in iron cages suspended from the city wall, and black flags everywhere. As you approach the main gate, a chill runs down your spine, and you instinctively grip the hilt of your broadsword for reassurance. At the gate, you're confronted by a tall guard wearing a black chainmail coat and iron helmet. He steps forward, barring the way with his pike, saying, "Who would enter Port Blacksand uninvited? State the nature of your business or go back the way you came." "Will you? Tell him you wish to be taken to Nicodemus. Tell him you wish to sell some stolen booty, or attack him quickly with our sword." There he is. Who's the guard? Good, Iman. That means you only vaguely remember the right way to go, so you'll go some wrong ways. We do start with it. We start with 30 gold and a sword. Don't know if we start with any food in this one. Let me just check. I haven't written it on my sheet. Oh, we start with 10 meals as always. Okay. And we have a potion of skill this time. All right, so we've got 2 booties, 4 name drops, 5 name drops, and 2 booties. So are we name dropping Nicodemus? Looks like it, because 10 people in at the moment and 5 going for name drop, so it can't be beaten. And there we have some more name drops. Name drop. The guard replies that he will send for an escort to take you to Nicodemus. He reaches up to a small bell on the wall of the guardhouse and rings it 3 times. Almost immediately, 2 other guards come running out of the house, and you are surprised when they each grab you by one of your arms. The guard with the pike looks up to the sky and laughs, saying, "So you want to see Nicodemus, do you? How would you like to see the inside of a dungeon cell instead? Guards, take this fool away to be shackled and throw away the key." Now we have some options. Allow ourselves to be taken away, attempt to fight the guards, or try to bribe them. So, allow ourselves to be taken away, attempt to fight them, or try to bribe them. Good evening, Thief Keith. Let's look at what we've got so far. 2 bribes are taken away, I fight them. 3 bribes, 4 bribes, 2 taken away. So 4 bribes, 2 take away, 1 fight. You didn't realize I vaped. I vape constantly throughout the stream. You're normally half asleep. But yeah, yes, you usually are, yes. I manage a vape shop. That's my day job. So I get all sorts of freebies. I was a dirty cigar smoker. Vaping got me off those 10 years ago this year. Okay, so it looks like we are attempting the bribe. That is the most popular answer. 276. You tell the guards you'll make it worth their while if they release you and allow you entry into the city. How much will you offer them? 5 gold, 10 gold, or 15 gold? So do we offer 5, 10, or 15 gold? I'm currently on Slushy Gummy Bear. That one. Yeah, my body vape at work as well, mainly because it's a vape shop and we use the we have lots of testers in and stuff. So Iman, I have done. We used to sell it, but we don't anymore. Quite simply, there wasn't the demand for it in our place. So most people are saying 5. Okay. I have a feeling that won't be enough. But the guards look at each other and burst out laughing. And then one says, "Do you think we would risk letting you import black sand for the sake of 5 gold pieces? If Lord Azur found out that we let you in without a pass, we'd be dead men. Let's hear no more about bribes. It's the dungeon for you." So we get put in the dungeon. The 2 guards lead you into the guardhouse and take you immediately downstairs to the cells below. There are 4 cells, and all are empty except for one which houses a frail, white-haired old man. And the guards unlock the cell next to the old man's and throw you in, placing your sword on a table outside. The only contents of the cell are a straw mattress and a pail of water. The guards go back upstairs, and as they disappear, the old man gets up off his bed and starts to speak. "You're an outsider, ain't you? Don't reply. It's obvious. Do you want me to set you free? Give me 10 gold pieces, and I'll have you out in 5 minutes." The old man then puts his arm through the bars of your cell with the palm of his hand upturned. Do we give him 10 gold pieces or do we ignore him? So give the old man money or do we ignore him? 5 now, 5 when we're out would be a good one, but it's not an offer. It's yes. How nice of the corrupt guard to leave us our money. You all want to ignore him. All right, okay, turn to 29. You squat down on the mattress and consider what to do next. If you wish to feign illness and throw the iron pail against the bars of the cell to attract the guard's attention, we can, or we can inspect the cell closely in the hope of finding a secret escape route. So, shall we inspect the cell, or shall we throw the iron pail against the bars to attract the guard's attention and pretend to be ill? I have a feeling we've not started too well here. Always check the surroundings. Shall we inspect the cell then? Also check for rashes. That's wise. You scratch around in the cracks in the wall and find a loose stone. The old man watches intently as you pull the stone out of the wall. Peering into the hole, you see an iron key. You place it in the lock of your cell and are amazed to feel it turn. Add a luck point, except we can't, we're at maximum. With the cell door open, you put the key back in the hole in the wall and replace the stone. You leave your cell and pick up your sword off the table. Then you call out to the guards, telling them that you think they are stupid and that you've seen more life on a troll's breakfast plate than in them. Quickly provoked, the guards rush down the stairs and are surprised to see you waiting for them, sword drawn. Okay, so I'm going to fight 2 city guards. Will be blue dice. They'll be orange dice tonight. Our character has 10 skill, 11 luck, 18 stamina. So, first city guard only has 6 skill. Hit him once. He's just hit us. I rolled 5. He got 12. Now we've got 12 and he's got 4. Right, he's dead. Next one's got skill 7. He's hit us once. This isn't going too well at the moment. Now we've hit him. Now we've hit him again. Skill 10 versus skill 7. One more hit. Yes. So we've been hit twice in that combat. If you win, you climb the stairs. Yes, murder hobo. It's the way through these books. You search the guardhouse and find 2 gold pieces and a merchant's pass permitting the holder to trade import black sand. Okay. Taking your findings with you, you creep outside. The guard at the main gate does not see you, and you walk into the city. Yes, we've looted the bodies. They've only got 2 gold. Why didn't they accept 5? Through the main gates, you see that the rubbish-filled streets of the port are narrow and cobbled. Old and decrepit buildings line them closely, with their upper stories overhanging menacingly. Shall we go west down Key Street, go north along Market Street, or go east down Clock Street? So west down Key Street, east down Clock Street, or north along Market Street. So we've got Right. At the moment, we've got 2-2-2. 2 west, 2 east, 2 north. We're now on 3 for Market Street. Market Street has taken the lead. We're now on 5 for Market Street, 2 for the other 2. Okay. Okay. Yes, Kelsey can vote. Is there a meerkat? No, there's not a Meerkat Street. But Market Street has won by quite some margin. So 116 is Market Street. Walking north along the street, you see the entrance to a small herbalist shop on your left. Looking through the window, you can see a wooden counter with a pair of scales on it and many sacks of different herbs crowding the floor. There's a small archway leading out of the back of the shop to another room. There's an open sign on the door, but the shop is empty. Shall we enter the herbalists, or shall we continue north? I don't know. Do we need herbs? Herb. Looks like everyone's saying enter. Turn to 250. 25 years since, no more than that. 26 years since I last tried any of that herb. A small bell rings as the door opens and a creature wearing a brown apron over his clothing hurries through the archway from the back room into the shop to stand behind the counter. He appears human but has very ugly facial features and pointed teeth. You realize he's a crossbreed. Half man, half orc. A sharp hand axe hangs from his belt to remind you that Port Blacksand is unlikely to be a friendly place in which to do business. What shall we do? Shall we inquire about the herbs? Ask if the man orc knows of Nicodemus, or attack the man orc? I can only dream of being 28, Iman. Oh, I'm flickering. I'm 51, and I'm younger than a few people in chat. Isn't that right? Older people than me. I know there's some of you older than me. There we go. Everyone's admitting. Lots of 50-somethings. Lots of old gits. The youth of today. So let's have a little look at what people are saying. Okay, 1 for fighting, 2 for asking, 1 for inquiring about herbs, 3 for asking, 4 for asking, Yeah, it looks like asking about Nicodemus. Yeah. When I was 28, 1999, 2000, I got engaged at 27. We bought the house in 2000. So I got my mortgage when I was 28. So ask if the man orc knows of Nicodemus. The man orc tells you that for 1 gold piece, he will tell you all he knows. Shall we pay for his information, or shall we leave the shop and continue the walk north? I was 30 when I got married. I was 33 when my daughter arrived. 36 when my son arrived. There we go. Hello, Mr. Max. So, 3 for pay, 1 for leave at the moment. Monsieur Max Boivin, I believe you'd pronounce your name. I'm hoping Boivin will be right. One gold is worth paying. Okay, shall we pay for his information? 289. The man orc takes your gold piece and spins it in the air with a flick of his thumb, catching it in the pocket of his apron. He then starts to pick his teeth with a sharpened twig and finally says, I know nothing about him. If you wish to fight the impudent man orc, tell me, or shall we just leave the shop? Fight him or leave the shop? I think I know what you're going to say. Fight, yeah. You are so predictable. It's only Max who wants to leave. Everybody else wants to fight. He's determined. Oh, Sausage Toes wants to leave as well. But everybody else is just like, fight, murder, homo, kill, kill, kill. Okay, we're going to kill him. We're going to try anyway. Hello, Lionel. Drawing your sword, you leap over the counter to attack the man orc, who swiftly grabs his hand axe. You soon realize that the man orc has used his weapon before. He's got decent skill. He's more skillful than the guards. Skill 8 against my skill 10. 8-3 is a win for us. Only got to hit him 3 times. Oh, he's just hit us. We're down to 12 stamina. 7-6 is a win for us. 9-8 is a win for us. Yeah. Herb deal gone bad. 371. In the back room of the shop, you find a glass jar on a dusty shelf labelled healing mixture. If you wish to apply to it some of it, well, Blah, 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 blah. Oh, the orange dice are the bad guys tonight. We're on the blue dice. So, shall we try and use this healing mixture, or shall we just continue searching the shop? Elle's telling us we've gone the wrong way. This is the way we went before, and this is what tends to happen. We tend to fail a book, and then we go through it again, and everyone just goes the same way again. We can go back, can't we? I think you can loop around in this one. I think. If you can hear my stomach gurgling on stream, it's busy talking to me at the moment. Right. 83. Fortunately, the contents of the jar are as the label reads, though the strength of the mixture is unpredictable. Roll d6. The number rolled is the number of stamina points that will be restored. 2. There we go. 2 stamina back. Shall we continue searching the shop, or shall we leave the shop and head north? Two is better than 0, yes. Max has been outvoted every single time so far. There's always one person who gets outvoted every stream, and today it's Max. Lionel, we were all giving our ages earlier, describing us as all kids today. Are you older than me? You can just say yes or no. But yes, I've got lots of coloured dice here. Look, dice pot. Oh, look. It's in the shape of a heart as well, look. It was what was in the tin originally? That was one of my wife's lip balm tins. Then Lionel, I was born in 1971 as well, but I'm not 52 yet. So yeah, you are older than me. Elle's got this book memorized. Right, looks like searching has won. Halakar has socks. 56 years old. 36 years old, sorry. My oldest thing that I've bought, that I've still got, is probably my monster manual. If you wish, continue searching in the shop. It's 322 to continue searching the shop. You walk back into the shop. Behind the counter, you find a small wooden money box. Inside it are 11 gold pieces, which you put into your backpack. We now have 43 gold. You decide that it is time to leave the shop and head north. That one. That big one. I bought that on a whim at the Games Expo in 2019. And I only use it now for rolls that really matter. When I pull this one out, my players know that the roll, it's one of those business rolls. We didn't get any herbs. No, we didn't get any herbs. I've seen them on. I've seen them the Games Workshop paperback versions of the Player's Handbook and Monster Manual on eBay, and unsurprisingly, if they're in decent condition, then they cost a fair bit of money. I've seen some tatty ones go quite cheaply though. Blow some of it towards Birmingham, Iman. Blow some of it towards Birmingham. On the right-hand side of the street, you see a tavern called the Spotted Dog. If you wish to enter the tavern, let me know. Otherwise, we'll continue north. So into the tavern or north. Yeah, that shop on the Borderlands. Fair play to him for keeping things available, but the prices are higher than eBay. Once again, Mr. Max has been outvoted. It's happening every time. So we enter the Spotted Dog. The old wooden doors open into a dingy, smoke-filled room. There are 8 round tables in the centre of the room with some of the most mean and shifty-looking rogues you have ever seen sitting at them. At the back of the tavern is a long wooden bar covered with bottles and mugs. Behind the bar stands the innkeeper, wearing a grubby apron. He's quite old, bald, and has an ugly black scar running down his right cheek. Not all the customers are human. We've got 5 options here. Talk to the innkeeper. Sit down at the table with 3 dwarfs who are playing a dice game. Sit down at a table with 2 goblins who are arguing. Sit down with 3 men who are sticking daggers quickly between their fingers on the table. Or leave the tavern. So, innkeeper, dwarfs, goblins, daggers, or leave. They say he's one of those rangers. Okay. We've got 1 for dice. Another 1 for dice. Innkeeper, 1. Another 1 for dice. Another 1 for innkeeper. Another 1 for dice. Another 1 for innkeeper. Daggers and innkeeper. Okay. At the moment, dice with the dwarves is winning. Helen Mirren. One of those ladies who has aged quite well. Okay, dice with the dwarfs. The three old bearded dwarfs are so involved with their game that they pay you no attention as you sit down at the table. Finally, one turns to you and asks if you would like to join in the game. If you wish to gamble some of your gold pieces, say so. Otherwise, we'll leave the tavern. So, shall we gamble or shall we leave? Here's a question to age people as well. What was the first film that you went to go and see? What was the first film that you paid to go and see? Went with parents even. First one you actually went to go and see. Mine was The Empire Strikes Back. I saw that before I saw Star Wars. I remember it was my friend's birthday. A little group of us went. It was a couple of years later, I went to see Superman, first Superman. That was while we were on holiday. Saw Star Trek Wrath of Khan as well as cinema. I remember that. And yeah, I saw a few Bond films in the cinema as well. I would like to, I think the first Bond film I saw at the cinema was Octopussy. Or did I go? No, I wasn't old enough to see Moonraker at the cinema. Saw E.T. at the cinema as well. That was good. We call it the cinema here. I know you call it the movies. Anyway, are we gambling? I didn't see Tron. Saw that on video, but saw that one on video. Most people are gambling. Most people are saying gamble. Roll them bones. The dwarf explains they're playing a simple winner-takes-all dice game. The stakes are 2 gold pieces. Each person will stake 2 gold pieces and roll 2 dice. The person rolling the highest number collects the 8 gold pieces. To play, roll 2 dice 3 times for the 3 dwarfs and make a note of each total. Then roll 2 dice for yourselves. Okay, fair enough. So I'll use the orange dice for them, and they've got 7, 8, and 8. We go with the blue dice, and we've got 8. Okay, it's a tie. So I guess we have to have a playoff with the 8s. It doesn't say so here. It doesn't say what to do if you have a tie, but I'm going to say we have a playoff with the 8s. One of the dwarfs has just rolled 10. The other one's rolled 7. So I think that one that's rolled the 10 is going to... Yeah, we've rolled 4. We've lost. Sorry. But after the game, there's no other options in here. We leave the tavern and head north, which is a shame. Walking towards you down the street are 2 men wearing black robes which cover them completely except for their eyes. On seeing you, they nod at each other and draw their swords. They are thieves hoping to rob you of your possessions, and you must defend yourself. Fight them one at a time. First cinema I went to was the Sutton Coldfield Odeon. That was our local one. But there was one, we used to go on holiday to Cornwall, and there was a cinema up on the top of the hill there. We used to go and see a film each year. We're on holiday. Right, we're going to fight these 2 thieves. First one, skill 7. Yes. Why couldn't I have rolled that when we were gambling? Just rolled a 12 for us. Oh, it's just wounded us. We've won that one. Okay, we've beaten the first thief. Second thief. He's wounded us. We're down to 10 stamina, chaps. Never been to a drive-in. Don't remember ever seeing one here in Britain. Tie. So it's 1-1 and a tie. Oh, we're not doing very well in the fights tonight. Yeah, we've got him. Got him. But we have lost 6 stamina in that fight. The plot. We're looking for Nicodemus in the town of Port Blacksand. This is City of Thieves. Right, we've beaten the thieves. A search through the leather bags of the thieves produces 16 gold pieces and a glass phial containing a green liquid. Shall we try and drink the green liquid, or shall we just take the gold? So we haven't got an option to take the liquid with us. Do we drink the liquid now, or shall we just take the gold and press on northwards? It's only Thief Keith who wants to drink this. Oh, and Max does as well. And Straw Piglet. And Grumpy Old Slan. And Justin. Okay, 5 for drink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for gold. 8 for gold. 9 for gold. 17 people in chat. Hello, lots of chatters. Okay. We're just going to take the gold and press on northwards. Most of the houses in the street are joined in a long terrace, but you see one on the left side that stands alone and is set back. There appears to be a large wooden kennel outside the heavy oak front door. If you wish to approach the front door, say so. Otherwise, we'll continue going north. Do we approach the door, Or shall we continue walking north? See you later, Halakha. Empty. But here's one I chilled earlier in my little fridge. It's lovely having this fridge here. Very satisfying. Open the can. And this week I don't have a mischievous mage insisting I down it straight away. It has a chance to settle this week. Where anyone gets any ideas? No. It's only my second one tonight. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm just going to be a little bit careful. Elle says stay out of the mayor's house. Justin says go for the door. Thief Keith says go for the door. Sausage Toe says north. Echo door. Straw Piglet north. Slan door. 4-3 at the moment. Jean door. Could almost be green door then. Doors winning. Doors won. Doors won. No, the fridge was my daughter's. She wasn't using it, so moved it into this room. So we're going to the door. 64. You hear growls and a loud barking coming from inside the kennel, and suddenly an enormous black wolf rushes out of the kennel straight at you. A long chain is attached to its collar, and this may stop it from reaching you. Test your luck. Roll a 6, which is good. If you're lucky, the chain pulls taut and the wolf jerks to a halt. Turn to 353. You try to turn the large brown. Have we got an iron key? No, we haven't. Now force the door or return to the street. So force the door or return to the street. I don't know many Cramp songs, but I will admit to listening to a rather odd British band the last few weeks, one I've never really paid a lot of attention before, and that's The Fall. Many of you have heard many songs by The Fall. They're not so much songs as catchy guitar riffs with a lead singer who doesn't really sing, slurring over the top. But some of them are really catchy. On their recent tours, Pixies have been covering a Fall song. Pixies are a great band. So attempting to force the door open. You push the door with your shoulder with all your might. Roll 2 dice. Less than or equal to skill score. When our odds of succeeding there about 90%, and we have succeeded. The door flies open, 159. Best Pixies song, Sausage Toes? I like Hey off Doolittle. I think it's great. That was really good. And River Euphrates off Surfer Rosa as well. Like that as well. I also like Bowie's cover of Cactus. That's good. Right. The owner of the house is obviously quite wealthy. Lavish furnishing and fine objets d'art adorn the marble floored room in which you stand. An archway leads into a back room, and stairs to your right lead up to another floor. What should we do? Search the room we're in, walk through the archway, or climb the stairs? Got Cactus in my head now. Bloody your hand on a cactus tree. Wipe it on your dress and send it to me. Okay, search the room we're in. Although many of the items in the room are extremely valuable, they are not much use to you on your quest. However, something strange catches your eye. On a mahogany card table lie 3 upturned silver goblets. One is inscribed letter A, another B, another C. What shall we do? Pick up A, pick up B, pick up C, walk through the archway, or climb the stairs? A, B, C, archway, or stairs? Yeah, because Come On Pilgrim and Surfer Rosa had a lot of the same tracks on. What was Vamos was a quality tune, and can't think of the name of it. Nimrod's Son, that's the one. Like that one as well. Bone Machine's a good track as well. Yeah, yeah. Yep, Caribou, another good track. Wave of Mutilation. Yeah. So it looks like we're going for Goblet B. Underneath the goblet lies a small pile of gold pieces. You count 12 in all and put them in your backpack. Guess how many gold we've got now? Shall we lift Goblet A? Shall we lift Goblet C? Shall we go through the archway, or shall we climb the stairs? So guess how many gold pieces we've got now? I've not seen the Pixies live. Would have loved to. I'd like to have seen them in their earlier days. More, L, more. They headlined. I used to go to one particular festival each year, and I believe one of the years I didn't go, but it was a year that Pixies were headlining, which was a real shame. Okay, we have got votes for Stairs. Mostly A's though. 2 Stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4 A's and 1 C. So 4 A's, 1 C, and 2 Stairs at the moment. Yeah, I went to Reading Festival a few times in the 90s. That was my go-to. I was there when Nirvana headlined. I was in the muddy mosh pit. I was there for the L7 tampon incident. Check that out on YouTube. Nick Cave was another good at the Reading Festival. Iggy Pop. Yeah. Some good stuff. So it looks like we're going for A. 175. Slowly lifting the goblet, you are surprised to see a yellow scorpion underneath. It darts forward and tries to sting you on the hand with its poisonous tail. Test your luck. We are lucky. The tail stabs the goblet. 204. You drop the goblet and pull your hand away. The scorpion scurries a meter across the floor before you step on it with your boot. We can try and lift goblet C, or we can go through the archway, or we can climb the stairs. Yes, I was there for the L7 incident. In fact, I was one of the infuriating mudslingers that got them annoyed. Favorite L7 track for me was One More Thing. Wargasm was a good track as well, so was Shitlist and Everglade. But One More Thing. Any more votes? Goblet C, archway, or climb the stairs? Yes, I was in that crowd for that L7 thing. Yes, indeed, Justin. Yes. What happened was it was quite stormy that year, and a few of the bands were having issues with the the electrics and the sound. As a result, things kept cutting out because it was because of the storms. L7 got the worst of it, and they started one song and then stopped when various things didn't work, and they were getting annoyed, so the crowd started hurling mud at them, and that's when it happened. Because there was a lot of mud that year, a lot of mud. Hello, Mobius. So, C, turn to 43. What are the chances of 2 scorpions? You never know. This is an Ian Livingstone book, I believe. Yes, it is Ian Livingstone. This one. Right, chaps. You cry out in pain as the goblet changes into a burning coal in your hand. You are badly burnt. Lose 2 skill and 2 luck points. Damn. Okay, archway or stairs? Archway or stairs? That's your choice. When I get bad, when I get bad, I grab my phone and I write out a list of all the people who won't be missed. You made my shit list. Yes, good tune. Hello, home and out. See you, Mage. One stair, 2 stairs, 2 arch, 3 arch. 3 arch, 2 stairs at the moment. So archway or stairs, we have 3 arch, 2 stairs at the moment. Three arch, 3 stairs. Any more votes? Any more votes on 3 arch and 3 stairs? It's even. There's 10 in chat, only 6 have voted. Did peak at 17 in chat tonight, but it's that time in America, isn't it, when you leave work and go for food and that sort of thing. And here in Britain, old blokes would be going. Hello, Mar Hopman. It's up to me, is it? Okay, well, no, it's up to the dice if it's up to me. I don't make decisions. I occasionally prod you in a direction if I know the way, but I don't know the way through this book. I've never completed it. So, okay, I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 3 arch, 4 to 6 stairs. It's a 6. We climb the stairs. At the top of the stairs, you reach a landing with 2 closed doors. As you are deciding which door to enter, you hear a noise from downstairs. Somebody is entering the front door. Then you hear a man's voice saying, "Off you fly, my little beauty. Find the intruder. Shall we draw our sword, or shall we make a break for it by jumping out of the window at the head of the landing?" So draw sword or jump. Those are your choices. So the D&D movie is premiering tonight. Well, if it's your thing, enjoy it. I'm not interested. I will admit, I'm not interested. So 2 for sword, 2 for jump. What did we see? Well, someone's come home. We've climbed the stairs, and someone's come home. So we've got a choice of draw our sword and fight, or jump. And we're on 4 swords, 2 jumps at the moment. Go ahead and jump. 4 swords, 3 jumps. Any more votes? We now have 13 people watching. 7 have voted. I don't know a lot of Aztec camera, but I did like their singles, but I don't know much of the other stuff. 4 swords, 4 jumps now. 5 swords, 4 jumps. 5 swords, 4 jumps. 6 swords. Hello, Liam. So swords. Swords, get it? Draw our sword. Suddenly you're confronted by a small winged creature, no more than a meter in length, just over 3 feet for Americans, hovering before you. It's red in color and has 2 horns protruding from its head and a small tail hanging down from its back. It will be difficult to defeat as it flies quickly about your head, spitting fire at you. This is a fire imp. It's got more skill than we have, but we've got more stamina. So this is a 50-50 fight. Ha! Who cares about its higher skill? We've hit it once. It's got us. It's only got 1 more skill than us. We've only got 6 stamina left, though. We've only got 4 stamina left. We're going to need to eat some provisions. We've only got 2 stamina left. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey! I thought we were in trouble there because I rolled double 2 for us and double 1 for it. We've survived. We've beaten it. If we win, turn to 258. We should have eaten some provisions, shouldn't we? Stepping over the fire imp, you walk back to the stairs to see if its master is still in the house. You descend the stairs slowly, sword drawn. When you reach the bottom, you are somewhat surprised to see a fat man, richly dressed, sitting in an ornate chair looking directly at you. He appears very relaxed, quite unperturbed by your drawn sword. Then he speaks, slowly and coldly, saying, "For killing my pet, you shall pay with your life." He raises his right hand in the air, and from his outstretched fingers shoot ragged white bolts of lightning. Are we wearing an ivory skull around our neck? No. Is this the end of the book? The lightning bolt slams into your chest and knocks you to the floor. Lose 3 stamina points. If you are still alive, no. No, we're not. He's just killed us. He's just killed us. We have just died. We have just died. We have just died. Oh well. We did learn some stuff. We did learn. We're gonna play this book again, and I'm gonna roll a new character. Skill, stamina, luck, gold, provisions, and stuff. Okay. Yeah, we went splat. We did indeed go splat. So we start with 30 gold, we start with 10 provisions, and we start with a sword. And we're going to go with the potion. There's a lot of luck checks, so we'll go with a potion of fortune this time. And let's roll some dice. Skill. Oh, skill 12. Stamina. Oh, the blue dice suddenly like us. Stamina 23. Let's see if it does us for luck, though. Right. If we don't succeed in the book this time, we're hopeless, because I've just rolled 4d6 and got 6, 6, 5, 6. That's the blue dice for you. Back to the beginning. We are starting again at the gates of the town with the guard, and if you remember this chap, pleasant looking chap that he is, do we say to the guard, we wish to be taken to Nicodemus? Do we tell him we wish to sell some stolen booty, or do we attack him quickly with our sword? Yeah, for last character I rolled 5, 5, 4, 1. For this character I've rolled 6, 6, 5, 6. So, my dice don't like twos and threes by the sound of things. I have never rolled a fighting fantasy character this strong. I should roll up a D&D character and buy a lottery ticket, except I don't do the lottery. My wife does. So, do we wish tell him what did we do last time? We told him that we wanted to be taken to Nicodemus last time. Do we tell him we want to sell some stuff, or do we want to attack him quickly with our sword? See ya, Kabuki Kid. So 3 going for booty, 1 going for fight so far. 3 booty, 1 fight. 3 booty, 1 fight, 1 Nicodemus. I've been good, and I've said Nicodemus all night. That means you Americans have got to learn to say Minotaur correctly and Satyr correctly. That was the deal. One, 2, 3 for sell, 1 for go see Nicodemus, and 2 for attack him. Any more votes? 12 in chat. 6 votes so far. Yes, I think you should, Elfbait. I think you should. I really do think you should. No, you do want to be posh. It's something to aspire to have a posh voice. Another booty. 4 booty now. Oh, lots more people going for booty. I prefer knockers. You tell the guard you wish to sell some silver chalices that you stole from a tavern in Silverton, and that you will pay him a gold piece for his advice as to where to go for the best price. The guard looks at you suspiciously, saying, "Let me look at these chalices in your backpack before I admit you." Will you? Tell him you know the chalices are cursed and should only be examined by a mage. Try to run past him or attack him quickly. So shall we blag, run, or attack? Blag, run, or attack? No, Straw Piglet, it isn't. It really, really isn't. Really, really, no, really, really isn't. Blag. 5 for blag, 1 for attack. 6 for blag, 1 for attack. Justin just wants to fight everything. But Daniel's joining Justin. We're a mercenary, Straw Piglet. We're a mercenary. And yet everyone in Port Black Sand is supposed to be bad. So yeah, he's bad. We're a mercenary, he's bad. We're neutral. He's doing it for money, same as us, probably. But blagging has won. 381. The guard frowns and says, "A likely story, I'm sure, but I suppose you're just the same as all the rest inside this city. You may enter at your own peril, or buy my advice for 3 gold pieces." So, shall we just go straight into the city, or shall we buy the guard's advice for 3 gold pieces? Up to you. Yes. Neutral. Yes. His advice: don't eat yellow snow. Was that a autocorrect issue there, Justin? Always brought the city official. We've got 30 gold. So 261. All right, we've bought his advice. This city is ruled by Lord Azur, and he is a mean man. When you preside over the chaotic inhabitants of Port Blacksand, you have to be mean, and he's the meanest. I should warn you that if you are found without a pass, you are as good as dead. I would get one if I were you, pretty quickly. He then makes a sweeping gesture of the arm as you walk past him into the city. Okay, that's his advice. Get a pass. Through the main gates, you see that the rubbish-filled streets of the port are narrow and cobbled. Old and decrepit buildings line them closely, with their upper stories overhanging menacingly. You may go west down Key Street, head north along Market Street, or go east down Clock Street. So, Key, Market, or Clock? Yeah, we got a merchant pass from killing the dungeon guards last time. Yes. Key, Market, or Clock? 4 key 2 clock at the moment. Still 4 key 2 clock. 5 key 2 clock. Half the people who are in chat have voted. 6 key 2 clock. Okay. Key. Different way to last time. On the left side of the street, you see a large iron key hanging over the doorway of a small shop. A sign in the window reads, J. B. Raggins, locksmith. Do we go into the shop or shall we just continue? We had somewhere before where we needed an iron key. Go inside. Max, I think you're slightly behind. 224. Going into the shop, because that's what people are saying. Sitting on a stool at the back of the shop is an old, bespectacled dwarf. He is busy cutting a key on a cast iron treadle machine which squeaks and grinds noisily, a bit like my chair. You cough to get his attention, but he does not look up from his work. Finally, the machine comes to a halt and the dwarf asks you what you want. You may either ask him if he has any skeleton keys for sale, or ask him if he knows where Nicodemus lives. I like that bit of artwork. I think that's lovely. Look at the little cat under the table. Though his beard only appears to be little tufts. Dwarves have bigger beards than that. Right. Keys. Keys it is. I think the art in these books is generally pretty good. The old ones, certainly. The dwarf smiles and boasts that he can make a key to open any lock in Port Blacksand. He says that his special keys are priced at 10 gold pieces each. Shall we buy a key or shall we leave? Up to you. Buy a key or leave. 10 gold pieces is the cost. Four for buy so far. Ten it is. Yeah, unanimous at the moment. Unanimous. I buy. So we bought a key. Continue west. The street makes a sudden right turn and heads north. You pass a cluster of small houses and are aware of unseen people watching you as you walk by. Then the door to one of the houses opens, and a small boy dressed in rags runs out and hands you a piece of paper. Without stopping, he runs off and disappears around the corner. The paper has a message on it which reads, "Arrows from 6 bows are pointing at you. Leave 10 gold pieces in the middle of the street and keep walking. If you want to obey the instruction, make the necessary deduction on your adventure sheet. Or shall we keep walking? Do we leave 10 gold pieces in the street, or do we just keep walking without leaving the gold?" If you see me walking down the street, walk on by. Hello, Jeb. You've crept in. Keep walking. As you take your first step forward, you are alarmed to hear the familiar whistle of arrows flying through the air. They're coming from windows on either side of the street. Roll a d6. This is the number of arrows that hit you, and each causes you to lose 3 stamina points. 4. Ow, ow. And you lose 2 luck points. Oh, Jesus. There we were, just a walking down the street, singing, ow, 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 ow. No option to murder hobo them. We're supposed to cough up, weren't we? You feel like a pincushion, and although the pain is almost unbearable, you manage to stagger on down the street. Ahead to your right, you see the door of one of the houses opening, and a little girl looking out apprehensively. She beckons you to enter the house. Do we enter this house, or do we continue north? So do we enter the house where little girl's going this way to get murdered? Or do we continue walking north? Enter the house or continue north? Max, naughty. North, enter, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5 at the moment. So 5 for enter, 3 for north. 6 for enter, 3 for north. Seven for enter, 3 for north. I think enter's going to get this. You hit R instead of F as well. One, 2, 6. We're entering the house. The little girl grabs hold of your arm and leads you into a back room. Saying nothing, she motions you to lie down on a sheepskin rug. Suddenly, you are aware of a very old man sitting opposite. He rises slowly from his rocking chair and walks over to you. You watch transfixed as he takes hold of an arrow protruding from your arm and gently pulls it free without causing you any pain. The wound made by the arrow disappears before your eyes. Other arrows are treated similarly. You may restore 2 stamina points for each arrow pulled free by the old man. Excellent. Back up to 19 stamina. Then, in a slow, almost inaudible voice, he tells you that he wants the broadsword that Owen Caroliff gave you in payment for the healing. You feel obliged to give him your sword, though reluctantly. In exchange, he gives you an ordinary fighting sword. Okay. We're going to reduce our skill by 1. It's still 11. He's healed us, but he's cost us 1 skill. If your skill's high, that's a fair trade. While most of the houses in the street are small, cramped and dark, you see one ahead that stands alone and is painted bright red. The door has the welcome sign hanging from it. Shall we feel welcome and go in, or shall we keep walking? So, do we go into the house with a big welcome sign, or shall we go north? Entree. Does my pod need filling? Yes, it does. Everyone's saying go into this place. Okie dokie. I'm just filling my vape pod. Right. We go into the house. 154. Inside the house, you find yourself in a room painted red and empty apart from a table on top of which are 2 glass bowls. In one, there is a small golden scorpion. In the other lies a silver scorpion. In the far corner of the room, there are some stairs that lead up to another floor. What shall we do? Shall we pick up the golden scorpion, pick up the silver scorpion, climb the stairs, or leave the house? Gold, silver, stairs, or leave? The author likes his scorpions. So we've got 2 votes for gold, 1 for stairs, 2 for stairs, 3 for stairs, and 1, 2, 3 for silver. So 2 gold, 3 stairs, 3 silver at the moment. So pick up the golden scorpion, pick up the silver scorpion, climb the stairs, or leave the house. We're on 2 for gold, 3 for silver, 3 for stairs. I think there's 3. Oh, is that the silver got it? I see what I see 3 stairs as well. And Jeb says stairs. And Sausage Toes says stairs. Yeah, Echo, you can do all the wrong answers so we know what to do next time. But we have. You count for 7 for silver. What have you been drinking? I count Straw Piglet silver, Grumpy Slan silver, Max silver, Straw Piglet again saying silver has it. It's 3 for silver. Stairs has it. The stairs lead into a small room, again painted red. Sitting at a table is a strange creature with a long snout and a deep red, scaly skin. From its jaw protrude rows of sharp teeth, and a long pink tongue darts quickly in and out between them. The creature looks up and stares at you. Are we wearing a scorpion brooch? No, we're not. We're not wearing a scorpion brooch, so we haven't stolen his brooch. I'm hoping. The lizard-like creature starts to speak in a low hissing voice by asking if you would like to buy one of its famous scorpion brooches. If you wish to buy one, tell me. Or shall we just refuse politely and leave? Shall we buy a scorpion brooch? Or shall we leave? Yeah, the art of this is great. Really good art in this book. One of the best. Who's the artist for this one? Ian McCaig was the artist for this one. But no, there's some really, really good ones. Consistently throughout. It's all good. We have 17 gold pieces. Oh, okay. There's not many people saying refuse. It's only Max, which is not uncommon for this this stream so far. 315. Two say don't buy, but you're heavily outvoted. 315. The creature leads you downstairs to the room below and asks if you require fortune or good health. He takes the gold and silver scorpions out of their bowls and says that they are magic brooches. Each costs 6 gold pieces. We can only buy one. Do we wish fortune or do we wish health? Fortune or health? That's the end of beer 2. That's all I'm having tonight. No more beer tonight. Our current, we've got 11 skill down from 12, 19 stamina down from 23, 10 luck down from 12. We got stupidly high rolls. All right, let's count these up. 2 health, 3 health, 1 fortune, 3 health, 2 fortune, 4 health, 4 3, 4 4, 5 4 to health, 5 5, 6 5 to health at the moment. 6 5 to health. Now I've got work tomorrow, Justin. It's my bedtime in about an hour, and 2 beers will just help me just sleep nicely. More beers means me getting up in the middle of the night for a wee. We are planning another drinking stream like last week in a couple of months. So we'll do that about once every couple of months or so. It was a pleasant diversion. I did think that both Saxius and Squirrel Hermit were well up for that. And Mage did a good job of running it. As I mentioned, Hermit. Hello, Squirrel. So we're going for health, by the looks of things. The creature pins a silver brooch to your leather tunic. Silver brooch. Sausage. I used to like Boddingtons. It was served quite a lot in the pubs when I was at university. But I have to say, and we used to drink the canned Boddingtons when it first appeared. But more recently, it's not so great. It's a bit flavourless. Speaking of drinking, my lad's home from a party. I bet he's had a couple. He's 16. Of course, he's had a couple. So, what will this brooch do? You have bought an item with healing properties. After surviving a battle, the brooch will immediately restore 1 stamina point. So every time we survive a battle, it'll heal us 1 stamina point back. That's fine. That's good. Costs us 6 gold. Ooh. $334. So we go back outside and walking towards you down the street are 2 town guards. They stop in front of you and demand to see your papers. Have we got a merchant's pass? No. No. You are unable to explain why you are in Port Black Sand, and the guards draw their swords, telling that you're under arrest. Okay, we have to fight them. Boddington's used to be decent, certainly in the early 90s. Quite enjoyed it in the pubs up north. Got to fight 2 city guards. We'll kill them easy. We've got skill 11 versus their skill 7. Yep. Yep. Got to beat us by 4 just to tie. Yep, that's 1 dead guard. Second guard, it's got lower skill. So this one's got to beat us by 5. Hasn't done so yet. No, that was... Well, dice went as expected. All the rolls were very average, meaning we won. You make a rapid search through the guard's possessions and find 7 gold pieces. Good. A set of keys. We've already got a skeleton key. And a piece of stale bread. Might as well get it. And we set off north again. And we regenerate. Yes, of course. You might have to remind me about that. The street soon makes another sharp turn to the right, and you find yourself walking east. Outside one of the houses to your left is a pile of rubbish and broken objects. On top of the pile is a pair of old boots that look about your size. Shall we try these boots on, or shall we keep walking? Try the boots on, or keep walking. You're hungry because we've picked up a piece of stale bread. You're hungry because it's nearly 11:30 and you've had a few beers. That's why. Time for a kebab. These boots are made for walking. That's just what I'll do. These boots are gonna walk all over you. The boots fit perfectly, and walking about, you feel very sure-footed. They are magical elven boots. What a stroke of luck. +1 skill. Marvelous. Thing is, though, Piglet, if you're playing a game of D&D and you find a pair of boots and they radiate magic, you're going to put them on, aren't you? You're going to put them on. Boots of elven kind. Boots of striding and springing. Got the wrong one. Gone to the wrong one. You arrive at a four-way junction in the street. The street continuing east changes its name to Clock Street, and north and south is Market Street. Looking north, you see a crowd of people walking up the street, cheering loudly and waving their arms in the air, and we decide to follow them. So we can't go down Clock Street now. No, Clock Street's not available, and I have a feeling that might have been that we can't go east. El won't let us. I think. Well, no, we've got some good stuff, but I have a feeling. Yeah. As you catch up with a chanting crowd, you soon see that they're carrying eggs and rotten tomatoes. Soon the street opens into a large market square. All around the edge are stalls with vendors, hawkers, musicians, and entertainers carrying on their business. In the middle of the square is an elevated pillory. Above the noise of the crowd is a trumpet sounds, and the crowd starts to pelt the man in the pillory with rotten food. An old woman standing next to you offers you 2 eggs to throw. Not wishing to appear to be an outsider, you take the eggs and hurl them, but as you do so, the old woman picks your pocket and takes a gold piece. Unaware of your loss, you walk away from the crowd to look at the various stalls. The food stalls are selling fruit, vegetables, meat and hot soup, corn and chestnuts for hungry shoppers. You may eat some hot food if you wish. 1 gold piece for 2 stamina points. No, we don't need it. Walking north along the west side of the square, you see a man dressed in purple velvet, playing a lyre. Shall we stop and listen, or shall we just walk past? Eggs are fine over here. About £1.50 for 12. It's about 12p each. Two listen, 2 walk past, 3 listen. Four, 5, 6 listen. 6 listen, 3 walk past. Four now to walk past. 6 to listen, 4 walking past. Seven listen, 4 walk past. Listen now has a majority because there's 13 in chat, according to my screen anyway. varies. Okay, stop and listen. The man stops playing and tells you that he can bring you good fortune. For the sum of 3 gold pieces, he will sing you a song that will bring you luck. Shall we pay him? Or shall we just go on to the next stall? I've got no idea what your ramblings mean as well, Justin. So Echo says pay. Thief Keith says go on. We've got 17 gold. On 3 pay, 1 to go on. Hello, Andrew. We want 10 out of 12 luck. There's no option to rob him. We're in broad daylight, lots of people around. We're on 17 gold. We were on 18 when she fleeced us. One, 2, 3, 4 pay, 2 go on. 5 pay, 2 go on. 5 pay, 3 go on. 5 pay, 4 go on. 6 pay, 4 go on. 6 say pay, 4 say keep on going. Looks like we're going to pay him.
John, just so you know, I'm sleeping until 8 o'clock tomorrow, so she needs help.
I've been joined by the hound. Hello, hound. Hello, puppy dog. Right, pay the musician. The man strums his lyre and sings a merry song all about you and your good fortune. He does indeed have the power to make you lucky. Add 2 luck points and walk on to the next stall. That's a hound. She's a hound from Derbyshire. That's where we bought her. You're born in Derby, weren't you, Misty? Yes. Dad was a working Springer Spaniel and Mum was a working Cocker Spaniel, I believe. Which makes her half and half. She doesn't work. She just eats, begs and sleeps. Don't you? Yes. A small circle of people is standing around a bare-chested man. He's enormous and his muscles look as hard as iron. He's asking the crowd for a volunteer to play catch with a cannonball. He states that whoever drops the cannonball must pay the other 5 gold pieces. Shall we play him at his game, or shall we walk on? You could say that. So far, 3 say play catch, 2 say walk on. 3-3. 5-4 at the moment towards play. 5-5. 6-5. Sorry. 6-5 on play towards play. Any more votes? 11 out of 13 have voted so far. So Slan comes in with another play. So that's 7. We've got skill 12. We rock hard. Take him on at his game. Oh, right. It doesn't matter about your stats. Roll 1d6 alternately for yourself and for him to represent the cannonball being passed between us. Repeat the process until a 1 is thrown, in which case the cannonball will have been dropped. Okay. Pick the dice. Me, 6. Him, 5. 3-2. Still going. 3-4. Still going. 4-5. No 1s yet. 4-3. 6-2. 6-4. Still no 1s. 6-1. Yes. And there's the 1 on the orange dice. That's him. Blue has come up trumps. Blue's rolling really high. So we've just won 5 gold pieces. $52. 5. I'm going to go on for 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Behind the next store, there's a young man selling small weapons and items of equipment. The price of his wares are chalked up on a piece of slate. We can buy a throwing knife for 4 gold pieces, a climbing rope for 2 gold pieces, a butcher's meat hook for 2 gold pieces, an iron spike for 1 gold piece, or a lantern for 3 gold pieces. So, throwing knife 4, climbing rope 2, meat hook 2, iron spike 1, lantern 3. We can afford all of them, but let's see what you want to go for. Oh. 4 people have said buy it all. 5 people said buy it all. 6 buy it all. 1 meat hook, 1 lantern. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're buying it all, doesn't it? Looks like we're buying it all. So that's, we're spending 12, leaving us with 7, and we have a knife, rope, hook, spike, lantern. In the next stall area, there is a small, brightly coloured tent. Attached to it is a small sign which reads, Madame's Star, Clairvoyant. Shall we go in this tent, or shall we continue? This will be the last one of the night. Shall we go into this tent, or shall we continue north? John, we're playing City of Thieves. We've died once. And at the moment, we are in a market area checking out stalls on our second game with a character with very high stats. Go in. Okay, let's go and see Madame Star. As I say, this will be the last bit we're going to do tonight. So sorry, John, you've just joined us, but we are coming to a close very shortly. Sitting behind a small table is a plump woman wearing bright yellow clothes with a shawl over her head. She smiles as you enter, bidding you to sit down. She tells you that a glimpse of the future will cost you 2 gold pieces. Shall we pay to hear her predictions, or shall we just carry on and head north? So do we spend 2 gold pieces on having our fortune told, or do we leave? Three going for the predictions. Pay the gold, yeah. 4. Okay. Yeah, farm guards for gold next stream. Yes, definitely. Okay. 368. It costs us 2 gold pieces. 368. Looking into a crystal ball, she seems to go into a trance. She tells you that you are searching for a man, a wise man with magical powers. She pauses for a moment, then draws in a deep breath before going on to tell you that the man you are looking for lives in a hut beneath a bridge to the north. She warns you to be careful when approaching the man, for he does not welcome strangers. Then she looks away from the crystal ball and asks you to leave. Her face seems to be hiding something. Has she seen some dreadful fate awaiting you? You decide to leave the tent and head north. And I'm going to write the number down here, 117, which is where we will begin next week. Chat's gone up to 15, so people have joined after having their dinner, I guess. But we've been going for 2 hours, 15 minutes and died once. We're making some progress, but I have a horrible feeling that Clock Street was the one we needed. I have a horrible feeling that what we needed was down there. We couldn't go that way. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to draw this one to a close because I've got work in the morning. Thank you, everybody thank you, everybody, for taking part in chat tonight. Been nice and busy. Lots of voting. Still got a few lurkers. Don't mind lurkers. Lurkers are fine. But hope you've enjoyed the evening, and it's afternoon for some of you. And I'll see you on the stream next Wednesday if you're going to be there. Otherwise, next Friday. But for this week, I'm going to say good night and see you soon.